Hello everyone. Uh, this is the kind of our equation that relate to Pell equation. In part 1, I just explained you what is Pell equation and how to solve about Pell equation. And this time I will introduce you, or I will explain you how to solve this equation that has a root in integer positive number or in natural number. So if this exercise they give equation x squared minus 2 factorized with 4a plus 1 multiplied by x plus 4a squared plus 8a equal to 0. Find all integer positive number a. It means that they want us to find about the value of a, but a is integer positive number. Imply equation about has root in n or in positive number, integer positive number or also. So now we just go to find this one. Our result, our solution. Our solution is find all a. The first we find all a. Find all a, but a is belong to n. It means that integer positive number, so it is natural number. So if we want to solve this question, so we solve this equation. So x squared minus 2 factorize 4a plus 1x and plus 4a squared plus 8a equal to 0. So this is quadratic. I can write quadratic equation. Quadratic equation. If we want to solve quadratic equation, we can use by zeta or something. But this one is only about zeta. But the term of b is even number, because it have 2 multiplied by another number is even number. So we got zeta prime is equal to b prime minus ac. So we got zeta prime is equal to like this one I can write minus 4a plus 1 square minus ac. A is 1, c is 4a square minus 4a square plus 8a. This is zeta. So we just find about our zeta. Our zeta prime is equal, this is plus, so is 16a square plus 8 plus 8a square plus 8a and plus 1 minus 4 a square minus 8a. So we got zeta prime is equal to this one is 12. I just write 12 a square plus 1. This is our zeta. But we want this equation have root in integer number, integer positive number. If we want, I said if we want equation, x square minus 2 for a plus 1 x plus 4a square plus 8a equals 0 has root in and if, if only if. So I write here if only if and only if and only if and only if star prim bigger than 0 and 12a plus 1 is square in integer, but 12a square plus 1 is bigger than 0 and and 12a square plus 1 is square integer so we can write 12 a square plus 1 is equal to k square, because k square, k is belong to n, k is belong to n, so k square is k square is so we get k square is square integer. From this equation we can write k square is square integer number, so we can rewrite about this equation. We can write k square minus 12 a square equal to 1. So this is Pell equation. Pell equation. If Pell equation, we can write something. We find about what is k and what is a. So in this case, I change the color of my pen to red. K square is equal to 12 a square plus 1. So we find about 12 a square plus 1 is about square integer. So I give a equal 1, so we get 12 multiply times 1 square equal 12 plus 1 plus 1 equal 13. It is not square integer. So I got a equal 2. So I got 12 multiplied by 2 square plus 1 plus 1. So it is 4, 80, 48, 49. So 49. 49 is 7 square. So if 7 square, now we got, I can write this one is I change to our color writing. I write k square minus 12. 12a square equal 1, and 7 square minus 12 multiplied by 2 square equal 1 is true. Is true. So now we got so we have k0 and a0 is equal to 7 and 2. 7 and 2. And the next, our general solution, if we have this one, our general solution is this one. We find about a or k. K is equal to k0 plus a0 square root of d power n plus this one is k0 minus a0 square root of d power n and divide by 2. This is divide by 2. And y, not our y is a is equal to k0 plus a square root of d power n minus k0 minus a0 square root of d power n divide by 2 square root of d. But we have already about k0 a0 and square root of d. Square root of d is the square root of 12. So we have equal to 2 square root of 3. Now we can find about our general solution. In here we got k and a, but we just only find a, so k is nothing to write. You can write, or you don't want to write, it's okay for you, but a is important for us because we find the value of a. So now I got a is equal to k0 is 7 plus a0 is 2 multiplied by 2 is 4 square root of 3 power n plus 7 minus 4 square root of 3 power n divide by 2. Divide by 2, and n is belong to natural number. So this is our a. So a is integer number or not. So we can certify about the value of a. Does a is integer number or it doesn't integer number? It doesn't integer number. So we got to certify certify the value of a integer positive number. So I get the value of n. So n equal 1. I got a is equal to 7 plus 4 square root of 3 plus 7 minus 4 square root of 3. So it is equal to 14. So 14 is n. It's okay. If n equal to 2, I got a is equal to 7 plus 4 3 power n plus this power 2, yeah, not n, plus 4 or 7 minus 4 square root of 3 power 2. So a is equal to 49 minus 8 plus square root of 3 plus this is 16 multiplied by 3 is 48 plus 9 minus square root of 3 plus 48. So our a is 2 multiplied by 9 plus 2 multiplied by 48. So it belong to n. So we can give the value of n until n equal to 100, n equal to 1000 and 10,000. So the value of a is also the integer positive number, or we can call about natural number. And now we go to the next example. So now we got, so a is equal to this one is we forgot to divide by 2 there. It's divided by 2. It's divided by 2. So it is only 7. Yeah. And this one is divided by 2 also. Divide by 2. Divide by 2 and divide by 2. So it is integer number. Now we got our a. Got our a is equal to, this one is 7 plus 4 square root of 3 power n plus 7 minus 4 square root of 3 power n divide by 2. Divide by 2. So this is the value of a. This one is the value of a. So now we go to our next example. did not yet. Did not the positive root of this equation. X square minus 4x y minus 3y square equal to 1. This is they want us to find about the square root of this one. It means that they want us to find about we can call the positive root of this equation, but we want to find all root of this equation, but this root is positive number. So now we go to if relate to positive number, if we think about the Pell equation, because Pell equation is all the value in Pell equation, or the root of Pell equation is positive number. So now we just to rewrite about this equation. I can write this equation to be x squared plus 4 xy. So I can write this one is plus 4y square minus 7y square equal to 1. So this is a square minus 2a b plus b square. So I can write this one is a square minus 2 and 2y multiplied by x plus 2y square and minus 7 square equal to 1. And the next I can write this one is x minus 2y square minus 7 y square equal to 1. So this is the form. It's like form of Pell equation. So it's form of Pell equation. How can we do about this one? We should be find some initial root of this one. What is the initial root of this one? When we use about x and y, and this I think it's difficult to find about the initial root, so we should be let something in this form. How can we let about this one? We just look to the x minus 2y and minus 7y, and now we let x is equal to m plus 2n, and y is equal to n. Now we get about x minus 2y is equal to x is m plus n, m plus 2n minus 2y is 2n, so it is equal to m. Now we got our equation that have the parameter is m and n. Now we got our equation. I can write x squared, x minus 2y squared minus 7y square equal 1 can be right. Can be right to m square minus 7n square equal to 1. This is Pell equation. This is Pell equation. So now we just find. It means that m square is equal to 7 square. This one n, not y. We change y to n. N square plus 1. Now we should be give the value of n. N. If n equal 1, so we got 7 multiplied by 1 square plus 1 equal to 8. It is not a square integer. N equal to 2. 7 multiplied by 2 square plus 1, 4. 4 times 7 is 28. 28 plus 1 is 29. It is not a square integer. And we got n equal 3. So we find 7 multiplied by 3 power 2 plus 1. So it is equal to like 64. 64 is 8 square. So 8 square. Now we got m0. n0 is equal to 8 and 3. 8 and 3. Now I just write 8 and 3. We can got about the general solution of our Pell equation. We got m, not x. In this here is m equal to m0 plus n0 square root of d power n plus m0 minus n0 square root of d power n divide by 2, and n, our n is equal to m0 plus n0 square root of d power n minus m0 minus n0 square root of d power n divide by 2. Divide by 2 square root of d. So now we got m is equal to m0 is 8 plus 3 square root of d is 7 power n plus 8 minus this one is 7 power n divide by 2. Divide by 2. And n is equal to 8 plus 3 square root of 7 power n minus 8 minus 3 square root of 7 power n. Divide by 2 square root of 7. This is only m and n, but our equation is x and y. Our equation is related to x and y, so we should be fine about x and y. but x is equal to n plus 2n and y is equal to n. So now we find about x. Our x is m plus 2n and y is equal to n. So y is okay, we got already, but now x is equal to m. Our m, this one is like 8 plus 7 power n plus 8 minus 7 square root of 7 power n over 2 divided by 2 plus 2n. 2n is only, I can left out about 2, so I got only 8 plus 3 square root of 7 power n minus 8 minus square root of power n is divided by square root of 7 is square root of 7. So we can separate about this one. We find about x is equal to this one is I just write this one is square root of 7 plus 2. Can write square root 7 plus 2 of 8 plus 3 square root of 7 power n, and plus this one is 7 minus 2 square root of 7 minus 2 and 8 minus 3 square root of 7 power n divided by divide by 2 like divide by 2 square root of 7. This one because we certify about denominator is 2 times square root of 7. So this is only 2. We don't have about square root of 7. We just write square root of 7 here, and this is only square root of 7. We don't have 2, so we just write 2 over here. So now we got x is this is the value of x, and y is equal to x plus 3 square root of 7 power n minus 8 minus 3 square root of 7 power n divided by 2 square root of 7. This is the value or the root of our equation. This is our solution of equation. Solution of our equation is here. So we got x and y. X and y is a positive number or integer positive number. And the next we have another example, and I will drop all exercise into the group. Thank you very much for your watching this video, and if you don't have if you have any comment and you have any problem with some point you don't know, you can take a note and will be asked me in our meeting room. Thank you very much for your watching this video. See you next. Bye bye.